Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on Twitter X. It was a pretty crazy day today in regards to Endgame.
A lot of lies.
A lot of lies.
Whole lot of lying.
Yeah, no bombshells or anything, but we have not seen his Good Morning America appearance. We thought we'd watch it with you. And we could react to it together because I hear he's in studio. He's like there in the studio.
Well, didn't he take a picture of himself on a jet going to New York? So of course he's in studio.
Shame on you, Good Morning America. I'm glad I don't watch you anymore.
You guys should have put him outside with the dumpster. That would have been a lot more appropriate.
Here we go watching what did Meghan's mole call him? Scrotum Scabies. On Good Morning America.
There's so many names.
It has been over a year since the UK's longest-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, passed away after a remarkable 70 years on the throne.
Good call. Okay, he makes a really good point. It's been a little over a year since we lost Queen Elizabeth. Already, we've had 2 books full of crap.
A plethora of interviews.
From Harry and Meghan and Omid. And it's only been a little over a year. I'm glad he said that.
King Charles taking her place and inheriting all that comes with the throne, including the royal family drama. So what's next for the royals and the future of the monarchy?
I don't know who these 2 people are. I've never seen them before in my life. I don't watch Good Morning America anymore. I don't think I ever did.
They definitely drew the short straw.
I'm telling you this right now. I can already tell that A, they're not happy to be there. No. And B, I just don't like them very much.
Well, I don't think they like themselves.
Yeah.
They don't seem like they are happy within themselves to be there. I mean, they definitely picked the short straw this morning. Those poor people.
I don't think they're the main anchors that would take like the hard hitting. Like I don't see George Stephanopoulos, saying, "Oh, could I take the Omid interview?" And them going, "No, we got this one."
No, they definitely got picked last in gym class.
Yes.
Yes,
exactly. That's the impression I get from them.
God bless them.
Yes.
ABC News royal contributor Omid Scobie gives us an inside look at the royals in his new book, Endgame, Inside the Royal Family and the Monarchy's Fight for Survival. Omid, so good to have you here with us.
Good to see you. Nice to be here in the studio.
Yeah, it's good to see you in person for a change.
Okay, already we knew he was going to wear those white kicks.
He has veneers. He has veneers. And he's got, what else I can tell? He's got that spray black stuff in his hair that makes your hair look thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That like Joe Giudice wears.
Do you know what he reminds me of? That James Charles. Do you remember James Charles? He used to do those makeup tutorials. And then he just kind of got canceled. A bunch of the James Charles quality.
He has like a Jonathan Sheben, James Charles thing going on.
Okay.
You start this book really interestingly by writing, "There's no holding back, not anymore. We're in the end game." So I'm curious, after the Queen's passing, do you think the monarchy is at risk?
I think that, it's interesting. Obviously, the name itself has been quite controversial. People think I'm declaring this is the sort of end of the monarchy. I'm simply stating that we've reached this kind of pinnacle moment where the monarchy as we know it, i.e. the monarchy that the Queen was at the head of for 7
Good call, Omid!
Backpedaling. He's backpedaling. We're not even a minute into the interview and he is backpedaling what he said.
Wait a second. Omid, you mean to tell me that the monarchy as we know it, when it has to do with Queen Elizabeth, is gone?
It's over?
No one told me that.
Wait a second.
Really?
Did she pass away?
I don't even remember the funeral.
What?
Man, he is. Who told him to say this? I wonder.
Oh,
Meghan?
he's backpedaling.
This is a Meghan.
He got in trouble.
He got in trouble.
Simply stating that we've reached this kind of pinnacle moment where the monarchy as we know it, i.e. the monarchy that the Queen was at the head of for 70 years, is at stake. I think there are so many issues, so many unanswered problems, so many things that within the UK, we've only just started to talk about because we feel comfortable now having those conversations about the purpose and the relevancy of the royal family, that there are many things now in the hands of the royals to really take it into a modern future, one that can secure its stability or see it fade into insignificance.
You also...
Okay, what he's trying to say here is, look, guys, the only person that can bring this into modern relevance is Meghan Markle. And that's why he stumbled over his words, because he hears how ridiculous it sounds, where he's like, look, you guys can make a decision right now. You can go with Catherine and William, the bad people, and King Charles, who's a racist. Or you can go with Meghan Markle, who is the smartest person alive. She should be president of the United States.
And look at the fear in his eyes right there. I mean, I know the Botox is keeping him from emotions. Allegedly. But I'm saying, look at, I mean, you could see like right now he's going, God, I'm about to answer these questions, but they pump me full of a bunch of answers that I'm not really sure of yet.
Well, this is the thing. This is the only interview he can do.
Yeah.
Good Morning America, because I guess he works for them. I don't know why they have him as a royal correspondent. He's done. It's over now. But let's
Endgame.
Say that you're revealing some of the darker truths. So what do we know about the brothers? What's their relationship between Prince William and Harry? Are they talking? Are they getting along?
Yeah. You know, I think coming out almost a year after the release of Harry's book, Spare, which of course told so much about the stories between Harry and his brother and the fractures between them, I really wanted to look into kind of where they moved after the release of that book. You know, even on GMA, Harry was talking about wanting those reconciliations with his family, those moments to sit down and find accountability, apologies, and it was...
Apologies again. They need to apologize to Harry.
He threw my necklace on the ground and broke it. And then the dog bowl broke too.
This family, there's moments to sit down and find accountability, apologies. And it was a little upsetting to discover that for neither of them, nothing has changed. You know, I think we often talk about royal reporting in really abstract terms.
Omid, Harry and Meghan are the ones that should apologize. Period.
They should apologize to that poor woman with the scissors.
I know.
I think we often talk about royal reporting in really abstract terms, briefing, leaking, men in grey. And I wanted this book to put names, faces and anecdotes to these events so we can actually understand what goes on behind the palace walls.
One of the big headlines that so many people still talk about is that moment when Meghan Markle told Oprah that there was a discussion before the birth of her firstborn about what the color of his skin would look like.
Yeah.
You've learned more about kind of that moment and who was involved.
Yeah.
Where's Enrique when we need him? Body language guy will say, look how uncomfortable and like robotic he is. He just can't get like comfortable.
He looks like he's chair dancing like Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
What can you tell us?
Yeah, you know, listen, there are many people that argued it's normal to have conversations about what a child might look like at birth. And I think the problematic term that Meghan raised was that there were concerns over the colour of Archie's skin. And, you know, I always wondered why Harry and Meghan didn't continue that conversation in the Netflix series. In Harry's book, Spare, you know, it was like it disappeared out of sight. And I wanted to get to the bottom of that. So to discover more about these letters that had been exchanged between Meghan and Charles after that Oprah interview, where although neither still see eye to eye on it to this day, they were able to at least share their queries and concerns about those conversations that happened within the family.
We do have to say both Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace declined to comment on Scobie's book to ABC News. A spokesperson for the Sussexes has not yet responded to ABC News' request for comment. The book is called In Game.
That was the lamest interview. Clearly, he works for Good Morning America, obviously.
This obviously was recorded early in the morning, and the complete S hitting the fan with the Dutch book must have not really been an issue, or maybe that's why he was just nervous. He was just finding out about it. Now, if you guys don't know, there was a Dutch publication that had to be pulled from the shelves, okay? The endgame Scobie must be withdrawn from sale, says Dutch publisher, at request of U.S. agent. A number of passages has sparked debate. May not have been accurately presented. This seems to concern also the accusation against Charles about Archie's skin color. Rebecca English says the same thing. Omid Scobie's book Endgame is pulled from shelves in Holland after its Dutch translation appears to name the royal racist who spoke about Archie's skin color. In case you're saying to yourself, well, maybe Rebecca English and that other dude got it wrong. Well, here's the passage. During their conversation with Oprah, both Harry and Meghan declined to say who was present at that conversation. A representative for the couple only wanted to say that it was not the Queen or Prince Philip. I think that will be very damaging to them, Meghan said. But in those private letters, an identity was revealed and confirmed. Charles, the king, sources say, wanted to respond to make clear to Meghan that there was no ill will or bias when he spoke about his future grandson. He wanted to clarify something he felt was very important, says Royal Insider, translated from Dutch. Okay. Now, if you're saying, wait a second, Nancy, that was just in print, whatever. How do we know this for a fact? Well, we got a Dutch guy that can verify it too. Here we go.
Er is discussie ontstaan over dit boek, Eindstrijd, van Omid Scobie. Het ligt sinds vandaag in de winkels en dat moet er ook direct weer uit. Tenminste, de Nederlandse versie. De Amerikaanse agent heeft dat opgedragen aan de Nederlandse uitgever die ik heb gesproken. Ik citeer, over een aantal passages is discussie ontstaan en zijn mogelijk niet juist weergegeven. En dat is onder meer dit. Op pagina 128 staat iets dat totaal ontbreekt in de Engelse versie. Er is namelijk lang discussie geweest over wie de royals er zijn geweest die de opmerking heeft gemaakt over hoe donker de huidskleur van de toen nog ongeboren Archie zou worden. Omid geeft, tenminste in het boek, het antwoord op basis van een medewerker die brieven tussen Meghan en de royal zou hebben gelezen. Maar het staat alleen in de Nederlandse versie. In die privébrieven werd een identiteit prijsgegeven en bevestigd. Charles. Alleen in de Nederlandse versie dus. Hoe het erin is gekomen, daarover heeft de uitgever nog geen antwoord. En ook Omid kan er nog niks over zeggen.
That guy is the hero of the day.
It's a beautiful language. You know, I have a theory on this though, Nancy. I feel like it was pulled and I feel like Omid is backtracking for a very specific reason. I think Meghan is going to eventually come out with her own book.
Yeah.
And I think Meghan is pissed off that the name was revealed. And Meghan wants to be the one to monetize the racism within the royal family. She doesn't want Omid to do it first. She wants to be the one to do it. Just like she's hiding the identities of her kids or her faux children.
Nah.
You don't have to say no to my opinion.
Okay,
you can just come up with another opinion.
I'm just trying not to waste anybody's time because I can tell you exactly
what
is on the agenda and what is going on here. Okay. Meghan needed Omid to leak this.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Meghan needed Omid to leak this is because Meghan does have a letter, I believe, that she sent to Charles that didn't probably make any sense to King Charles at the time, where she was like, Harry told me that, like, you guys were talking about the kid's skin color, and I just really am triggered by that, and blah, blah, blah. I guarantee there is a letter that was postmarked and sent. This is a very common tactic. Now, I need you to hear me out, people. Before I get into this theory at all, I want to make a disclaimer. The Me Too movement was a very crazy time for everybody. Do I believe that women were just coming out with stories and lying? No, I don't. I think that women have been taken advantage of, especially in the entertainment industry. It's happening to Stephanie and I. We've talked about it. You know, and it's like it happens. Duh. Do I believe that there were women that took it over the top and fibbed? Yes, I 100% think that. Do I believe people sometimes put out emails, text messages, DMs to get attention? Yes. Now, this is something that I was trying to explain to my mom. It's not on like Facebook or anything, thank God. When you DM someone, you can write something to them. They then write something back. You can write something. You can write like 3 more sentences before they even respond to you. And then once they give you a response, you can then go back and delete everything that you put. So it looks like the last thing you said, then they said. It's a tactic that a lot of people use. And I believe that that happened during the Me Too movement. This is my opinion, allegedly.
Girlfriends have been doing it to their boyfriends for years.
Guys, women, and I was trying to explain this.
Especially when guys cheat on them.
I was trying to explain this to my boyfriend like the other day, because I sometimes get mad at him when he's on Instagram and he'll like respond to a fan or he'll like something. And I'll be like, you have to be really, really careful. And he's like, why? I'm just being nice back. And I go, you don't understand. They can screenshot that and make it look like you sent it first or something like that. And I'm very on top of him on that. And because I don't know if it's because of his age or what, he just is like so innocent. He's like a little boy when it comes to those things. It's easy to manipulate the truth. Now, when I first noticed this happening was Jeff Bezos had an affair with his now fiance, Lauren Sanchez. I have nothing against this. I think people fall in love. I think people fall out of love. And I'm really happy for them. It's, that whole Vogue thing was really creepy. Everybody thought it was really creepy. But hey, you know what? To each his own. They seem happy, whatever. When they were having the affair, she was married as well. This was how the text messages that they were sending each other got out. She apparently sent the text messages to her brother. Why you would send sex messages to your sibling, I don't know. But she sent it, and then the brother put them out. Now, everybody made fun of Jeff Bezos during this. Jeff Bezos didn't care. He was like, you know what? I'm a freaking billionaire. Fine, I'll get a divorce, whatever. But unfortunately, the texts were leaked. Now, I'm going to bring them up right now. Steph, try not to puke. But he would say things like, I want to smell you. I want to breathe you in. I want to hold you tight. I want to kiss your lips. I love you. I'm in love with you. I love you. Alive, girl. I will show you with my body, my lips, my eyes very soon. Now, this goes on and on and on. The text messages, though, that were released never had one comment from Lauren Sanchez. It just looked like Jeff Bezos was just sending these really uber, not even sexy text messages, these uber, like overly romantic, gross,
dorky.
The same thing happened to Adam Levine. Adam Levine is in a band called Maroon 5. And I don't know if he was drinking or if he was just like thinking, listen, never trust fans on Instagram. So a fan went into his DMs and she started the conversation. Okay. Then we don't know what she said to get him to say all this stuff. But oh my God, it was hilarious.
I think he's just dorky too.
The guy does not.
Some guys are dorks.
Yeah. So what does she do? She then releases it. And it looks like out of the blue, he's just sending her all these weird text messages without her prompting him. Got it right here. She was pretty like, here's my face, here's my name. She's proud of it. So he would send things like, watching your bum jiggle on that table will permanently scar me, but otherwise I'm amazing. I'll do anything for it. I'd buy a steak dinner and whisper things sweet nothing into it. See, what she's trying to show right now is that he was just writing this stuff. You know, she was sending him pictures of her bum. She had to have been, because why would anyone write any of that stuff if somebody isn't baiting you? Do you understand what I'm saying, Stephanie?
So I think I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Yo, Adam, I was writing my essay and I was wondering if you can go over my body paragraph. Then she sends the paragraph. Then all of a sudden he responds with, oh my God, that body of yours is absurd. Obviously, she must have I guarantee she wrote about 20 other things before it got to that. I guarantee she either sent pictures, but see, celebrities, especially men, are stupid and they don't know that you can like erase all that stuff and then paint this picture and change the narrative. So Adam Levine, another idiot. I believe in my heart of hearts that Meghan Markle has some sort of letter exchange where she baited King Charles to not necessarily apologize, but say something in the sense of, I'm sorry you felt that way. It was not my intention for you to think that we were concerned about his skin color or something like that. I'm sorry if I had to explain it in that way, but I'm just trying to explain it to the people like my mom. And again, this is not against anybody who has actually been in an SA situation or have had racism directed towards them personally. I agree that stuff happens all the time, but I do not agree that this happened in the sense that Meghan Markle and Omid Scobie are conflating it. I think she trapped King Charles into some sort of communication. Omid had to drop the bomb, and now this is going to lead the way for her to write her book, write her memoir, write whatever, and say, I told you guys, told you so.
Right. But so that's why they took the Dutch version off the shelf?
Yeah, it had to get planted. It had to get planted.
Yeah, I still think there's a little bit. We got two different theories.
We got two different theories here. If you really think about it from where like a narcissist is coming from and a sociopath is coming from, they think of the long game. And I believe that's what Meghan Markle was doing. I think she was trapping him into a conversation. Guys, let me know if that makes sense.
I agree with that, but I still believe that Omid said a little bit too much, and that's why they're taking it off the shelves, because she wants to monetize off the racism.
Okay.
She wanted to be the first person to say Charles. And she wanted to be the first person to say William.
No.
She wanted to be the first one.
But this is the problem with that theory. She can't be trusted.
Well, neither can Omid.
I understand that, but the way he phrases it is that people from the palace saw the letters.
Mm-hmm.
He's dropping. It's almost like he's going in front of a bus for her. He's taking a complete, his career is over.
Right.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
He has nothing to lose.
He has nothing to lose at this point. Like Kinsey said, he has nothing to lose, and people are upset right now. But in the long run, if he got paid off by her or whoever is pulling the strings, people want to abolish the monarchy. There are dark forces behind this that want to abolish the monarchy.
He is a patsy. You're saying he Lee Harvey Oswalded himself. That's what you're saying.
Possibly.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So before we leave you, we also want to bring up the fact that if Omid and Meghan are going to be so upset over this skin tone comment,
you guys better stay consistent. That's all I'm saying. I can't wait to see the letter that Doria sends to Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian about skin tones.
Now, who is Meghan's manager again?
That would be Ari Emanuel.
And who's Kim's manager?
Ari Emanuel.
Okay, basically, Meghan is with a manager, with a person that is concerned about skin color. I want to drill this into people's brains. We have brought this up on lives before. We have put this on Twitter. We have done this a million times. Guys, please get this video of Kim Kardashian saying this out there. Here is Kim Kardashian concerned about her baby's skin color.
Concerned about it matching the stroller.
Skin tone.
Skin tone.
She actually uses the word skin tone.
To Kanye. I've got to see what skin tone my child is before I can...
Your kid's going to be black.
It'll be a variation of a skin tone.
No.
So I'm just trying to see what colors will look good.
I'm going to play that again because I really want to drill this into people's brains. I don't know how much more I can drill it into people's brains, But if you're going to be upset about someone she's saying that King Charles was concerned. I think that's bullshit. But she's saying he was concerned.
I don't believe that for a second. I think that there was just curiosity of what the baby's skin tone was going to look like.
Here we go again with Kim Kardashian, who has the same agent as Meghan Markle, being concerned about her baby's skin tone.
I want to send it to Kanye. I've got to see what skin tone my child is before I can...
Your kid's gonna be black.
It'll be a variation of a skin tone.
No.
So I'm just trying to see what colors will look good.
Now, if you're confused by the clip, she's concerned that the baby's skin tone will clash with the color of the stroller.
And did you notice that when Scott Disick says the baby's going to be black, she looks even more concerned and says, whoa, buddy, it'll be a variation of a skin tone. The baby will not be black. It will be a variation of a skin tone. She had to reiterate that to Scott Disick.
Let's play it one more time.
Okay, just get it in your heads.
Get it in your heads, guys.
Because we can't wait to see the letter Meghan Markle's going to write to
we
him.
Have to get ahead of this because this is what's coming down the pike, as Doria would say.
I've got to see what skin tone my child is before I can...
Your kid's gonna be black.
It'll be a variation of a skin tone.
No.
So I'm just trying to see what colors will look good.
Guys, clip that clip. Put it on TikTok. Do whatever. I'm not on TikTok. We're not on TikTok. We don't know how to do all that crap. You don't even have to give us credit. We don't want credit for putting this clip up. I just want the clip to get out there. I want everyone to know that Meghan Markle is friends with someone who is concerned about her baby's skin tone. And that's where Meghan probably got the word skin tone.
I think she saw that episode.
I think she saw that episode.
She's canoodling with the Kardashians, but she's going to take down Charles and William for talking about the baby. This girl's crazy.
Okay, guys, that's all I can take today. I'm exhausted. Ponder what I said about the trapping King Charles. Obviously, King Charles is not a bigot. Neither is Sophie. Neither is the royal family. You're crazy if you think they are. You're nuts. Today's dog rescue is Rough Start Rescue. They are a network of people who pull dogs out of high kill shelters and they place them in foster care. They get them adopted. And I wanted to highlight them today because right now they're having their annual online auction. So I'm going to put their information in the description below. Go check it out if you want. I'm going to check it out right now.
I love a good auction.
I do too. I love auctions.
Love a good auction.
The auction goes till December 3rd. So we still have time, gang. So I will put the link in the description below. Rough Start Rescue. Thank you for joining us. And I'm sure we will be back soon because something will happen between tonight/tomorrow.
Thanks, Omid.
I'm going to go back on Twitter.
You're in quicksand. Nothing's sticking, Omid.
Bye, guys. Bye. Love you.